Hello. Welcome. While people are coming in, feel free to tell me where you are tuning in from. I'm curious. I'm assuming that most of you are from the United States. I'm not totally sure, but I'd love to find out. I was watching someone's scope. I think her name is Kim Garston. She's really great at Periscope. So I watch her broadcast sometimes to see the different tips and tricks she gives. So, and one thing that she does is she always asks people where they're tuning in from. And I was like, what a great idea, just to kind of orient yourself and know where you're coming from. So, Brazil, that's awesome. Okay, so that's not the United States. San Francisco, where else? I'm doing great. Thank you so much, Mimi. Another Brazil, another 3 Brazils. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Miami, very cool. 2 Miamis, another Brazil. This is astounding. Youngstown, Ohio, Seattle, New Jersey, Western Australia. Thank you, Woodlands, for inviting followers, and Mimi51. Southern New Jersey, Mexico, Boston, I don't know where that is. Cleveland, Ohio, Arizona, Atlanta, New Jersey, Lincoln, Nebraska, Brazil again, Amsterdam, Maryland. Well, this is really cool. Mexico, Austin, Texas, Guatemala, San Francisco, Michigan, California, just a few Californians. I'm in California. Miami, Austin, Alabama, DC, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, Brazil, Northern California. I'm assuming it's not the same people saying Brazil over and over again. St. Louis, Delaware, Miramar, New York City, Brazil. I was in New York City yesterday, in fact. Austin, Tracy, California, Denton, Cleveland. Oh, by the way, speaking of trolls, for those of you who are looking at that, I did learn how to get rid of troll. I'm not fast enough yet. I think you're supposed to tap on the name and then you... That sounds like a disaster. What if you tap on the wrong name? But I will see that. North Korea? Are you guys making this up? This is amazing. Anyway, welcome. I love New York. It was a quick trip, but really fun. Abstract Artist 9, thank you for sharing. Have I been to Austin, Texas? Yes, but it was a long time ago. I would love to go back. I know it's an amazing city full of music and art and all sorts of incredible things. So, welcome to Winnie Cooper, Periscooper. Named that by one of my Twitter followers, and I just love Boston is Boston with a Boston accent. That's funny. That's very funny. Was that like supposed to get me to say Boston out loud and then hear it in my head? It didn't work. I took it too literally. I do that sometimes. New York, no, shoot, well, yes, Winnie Cooper, Periscooper. So one of my Twitter followers came up with that name for me. I tweeted out last week, I think it was last week or the week before. By the way, today is my 2nd week anniversary of being on Periscope. So thank you for all of you who've been with me the whole time. I just said, hey, what would be a good name for a scope where I'm talking about my days on the Wonder Years? Because I know that so many people love that show and love to hear about that. So I thought I should have like a semi-regular thing where I dedicate it to that, and then I got the name Winnie Cooper Periscooper, which I love. Someone else came up with Winnie Periscooper, and I like it. It actually looks better written, but saying it out loud sounds better. Winnie Cooper Periscooper. Okay, there. I just blocked my first user. So everybody be nice, please. I feel bad blocking, but seriously, if you're gonna do a comment like that, then they're probably gonna be more like it, and that might disturb my other viewers. So. Is there any way to get an autograph? Good question. What I do is I have math books that I've written, and I like to try to get those into libraries as much as possible. So if you go to kissmymath.com/autograph offer, there's a process you can go through if you donate a few books to a local library, and you can buy them very inexpensively on websites like Abe Books, I think it is. You can get them for like $1 or something each, or close to that. And you can go through a process where you donate the books to the library, and then you send evidence of that, and then that gets to me through the webmaster, and then I sign an autograph. So anyway, it's a little bit complicated, but my feeling is that I'm just like, how can I use this to help get more of the books into more girls' hands, and boys too. A-Books, is it a subsidiary of Amazon now? Oh my goodness, I didn't know that. Anyway, they tend to have very low prices at A-Books because they're used, but that's fine for libraries. So. What I want to talk about today is how I got the job of Winnie Cooper. A lot of people are curious about that. And by the way, just to show you guys, usually for Winnie Cooper Periscoopers, I will start off by looking at this really cool DVD set of the Wonder Years that just came out last year. This is the 1 year anniversary of it. It was October of last year where the DVD set finally came out. And after 22 years of people asking for it, which is amazing. So usually I'll just go through this because they've got this little yearbook thingy, and I'll go through and I'll just find pictures that remind me of something, and then I'll talk about stories. They've got all these behind the scenes pictures and stuff. But today I want to talk about what happened before I got the job. So I'd been acting for about 2 years at that point. I'd been acting since I was about 10 years old. And my mom did not allow me and my sister to go on auditions for either television series or movies, feature films, because they would take too much time away from our family life. And so this was just supposed to be, you know, a hobby. Acting was supposed to be a hobby, not a profession. Who knew? And so the role of Winnie Cooper was only a guest role on the pilot, the first episode. It wasn't supposed to be a regular role. That's why I went on the audition. And I remember when because they're also always like guest roles on pilots, and I remember thinking, ugh, another pilot audition. And you know, when you're a kid and you're auditioning, it's fine, but it's kind of, it's a lot of work. Auditioning is a lot of work and a lot of rejection. So because of that, I just, you know, I remember feeling a little bit over it. Anyway, luckily I went ahead and went on the audition. My sister and I both went on the audition. My sister being Crystal. No one said Vienna. I know. Nobody's from Vienna today, I guess. It'll happen. That's actually the name of one of my favorite Billy Joel songs. A little bit of trivia there. So Crystal and I both went on this audition, and it was a Thursday. And then we got callbacks for Friday. So we went back to the producers, and we read again. Then they said, can you come back at 7 o'clock? There's a restaurant downstairs. I think it was called Cafe Express or something. Restaurant downstairs. And then afterwards, we're going to have you read with the boy that we've cast for the main role. And I remember we went to dinner, and next to our table was this really cute little boy with brown hair and brown eyes. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, that's got to be him. Like, he's just too adorable. That has to be the guy. And of course, I was like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. And I was all excited. And then, sure enough, we went upstairs afterwards and auditioned. And it came down to 3 of us, me and my sister and another girl, who they ended up giving a one line to in the pilot episode. She was this girl who, I don't remember her name, but she and another